Hey there, welcome to Solve Scuba Diving class. Today we'll be looking at coral reefs. Wait, is that a turtle? Is that? Yeah, that's a turtle. We are going down, down. Neat one. What's it doing there? Coral reefs are large underwater invertebrates which are made of calcium carbonate that is extracted from seawater to create hard shells for their soft sac-like bodies. Is that a Nemo fish? Technically, it's not a Nemo. It's called a clown anemone fish, and clown anemone fish are seen in corals, and it's one of the most known fish types in the world. So, coming back to corals, coral is made of coral polyps. Coral polyps live on the calcium carbonate shells, which are made by the corals which is extracted from the seawater. Coral polyps live on the calcium carbonate exoskeletons of their corals, adding to their own exoskeleton to the existing corals. Slowly, corals grow and they become a massive structure. So, corals constitute the majority of shallow ocean life. This is the brain coral. It really blows the brains. This is a fan coral. This is a staghorn coral. This is a tube sponge. There are many types of corals that can be seen in the ocean. Along with that, we could also spot a lot of fishes. Coral reefs grow in warm, shallow, clear water where sunshine could penetrate. Corals constitute of 4,000 species and other plants and animals. Corals reproduce both sexually and asexually. Zooxanthellae is a small algae in corals which capture the sunlight and perform photosynthesis, giving oxygen. In turn, the coral polyps gives out CO2 that is needed for the photosynthesis of zooxanthellae. So the zooxanthellae colors the corals. So the different colors of corals which we are seeing are the algae and not the coral itself. The exoskeleton of corals are generally white. So, talking of white corals, corals which are pale white in color are bleached corals. Bleached corals is a sign of a bad ecosystem. Corals get bleached when the average temperature of water rises above 1.5 degrees of the average. This causes the zooxanthellae to die, which causes the corals to bleach. As the corals bleach, the exoskeleton of the corals wear out and they break down into small pieces, which cause the corals to die. In turn, which also kills the whole ecosystem as corals are the lifeline of the shallow water ecosystem. In the recent years, there has been a lot of coral bleaching just because of climate change and other problems. Overfishing has also caused a lot of problems to the corals because the industrial fishing methods have nets which destroy the corals and the coral reefs. Great Barrier Reef, one of the biggest reefs in the world, is also under threat. Similarly, many reefs in the Southeast Asian, the reefs in Caribbean are also in danger because of climate change, changing currents, melting ice, and a lot of other problems. Coral reefs do a lot of work like maintaining the ecosystem, maintaining the carbon dioxide levels above the sea, helping in tourism, purifying the seawater, and so. I'll leave a links to petitions which could help save corals, which are done by NGOs like Worldwide Fund, Oceana, and so on. They are trying to help to save corals by saving the seawater and preventing governments taking measures that go against the environment. So I'm your host Vignesh. You're watching Solved. Share this video with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you haven't not yet. So I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye. Hey, look, it's that turtle again. Okay, let's leave him alone. We'll go. Bye. Let's leave silently. See ya, baby.